and welcome to Ganesh Institute channel. So today we are going to discuss about mathematical modeling, and in that too how we can focus on the angle of projection. So let's have an explanation with the help of example. If you see here, this is your question, which is stating a particle just clear a wall of height b at a distance a and strikes the ground at a distance c from the point of projection. So you need to find out the angle of projection. It may be given, it may not be, then you just need to know about the method. Okay, so let's make a figure. Firstly a particle just clear a wall. Let's say a particle starts from here, and what happens, here's a wall is of height b, and when this particle strikes it is at distance a from the wall. Okay, now it just gets projected, so a projectile motion, that means a parabola, and the distance from the point of projection to the total distance, it is the value c, right? A, B and C. Now we have to find out the angle of projection. So let's move on. If you see, firstly let me tell you about the velocities and its resolution. Velocity and its resolution. Let's say there is an article, or there's a particle, it moves like this. Okay, now if it projectiles in this form, it has two types of velocities, one in x direction and another one is in y direction. So if the velocity of this is u, and it is making this particle is making the angle with x-axis as theta, then the resolution of this vector will be u cos theta for horizontal component and u sin theta for vertical component. I'm hoping that you have heard about it and you have learned about it before as well. So similarly, let's say if particle projects with this u, then the velocity, if it is moving like this and it is making this path, so there are x and y axis, right? So let's start. If you see, this is your velocity in x direction, this is your velocity in y direction. So ux is u cos theta and uy is u sin theta, right? Now if you have to find out the distance, let's say a or b, whatever it is. So a is your horizontal distance, right? So what it would be, distance is always speed into time, or displacement is velocity into time, right? So if you are talking about the horizontal distance, or you can say horizontal range, which is c here, horizontal range, it would be ux, because it is horizontal, that means you will take horizontal component, that means ux, or you can say let it be uxt. Okay, t is your total time, so here c will become u cos theta and total time. Let me tell you what it would be, the total time. If you see, let's divide this total time of this particle for this whole parabola into two parts. One is for accretion and another one for decession. So for this bit, only this bit, if you see, the maximum height which it can reach is b, right? So maximum height is b. What do you think? Its initial velocity is u cos theta, right? But final velocity will be 0, because it will stop for a moment and then will come down for this path only. Now if you find out the time taken for maximum height, what it would be? So time taken for maximum height. Could you please tell me for that? V is 0. V is 0. So if you apply first equation of motion, which is V is equals to u plus at, right? Now A is acceleration. If you see here, object is moving upwards. That means against gravity. So your acceleration due to gravity will be minus g. Your time is t for this half circle. I mean half, you can say quadrant or half parabola. Then your v, because it is final velocity, so it would be 0. Your initial velocity would be u cos theta. So time for accession only would be, if you take gt left hand side, then it would be u cos theta by g, right? Now this is for only half path. So this is only from here, let's say origin, to this point, let's say A. But you want for this time, what for horizontal range, you want whole time. So it will be same for this and this. So total time will be twice of accession. That means total time period will be twice of t. That means 2u cos theta by g. Now substitute this value into here, into this equation. So your horizontal range, which was distance, speed into time, ux is u cos theta, time would be 2u cos theta by g. 2u cos theta by g. Now if you see, if you solve it, it would be 2, it would be, let me erase it. So what it would be here, C would be 2 u square cos theta, I mean cos square theta by g, right? So u would be like this. And let me tell you this bit. This was one thing we've got in error. If you see here, it is moving up, right? So time for accession here, it would be, see here, it should be, the velocity should be u sin theta, right? Because it is for vertical axis, right? Because object is moving here. So you will see, you will take what? Vertical axis, u sin theta. So it would be u sin theta by g. That means once you will put this value here, that means 2u sin theta, and it will take 2u sin theta by g. So now if you see 2u square, if you know the formula 2 sin theta cos theta, what it is for trigonometry, let me, okay, so if you know the formula 2 sin theta cos theta, it is sin to theta, right? So u square by g, it is sin to theta. Alright, so it has become, this is your horizontal range. Alright, now moving on, you have to remember this. Let's say this is first equation. Now if you know the second equation of motion, what is it? S is equals to ut plus half at square, right? So if you want to know about this vertical distance, this b, what it would be? Vertical distance, this is second equation of motion. Substitute all these values. Because we are going vertical, that means you will take the, just assume everything and presume it in the form of direction. So because you are taking vertical axis, so it will be uy, and acceleration will be against gravity, okay, and time would be half, okay. You can consider it, and this is vertical, which is b. So b would be u sin theta t minus, because acceleration is against gravity, so a would be minus g, so half gt square. Alright, so b would be this value. Now you have this. I would like to ask you, what would be the value of, if I ask you the value of u? You know, acceleration, or we can say distance, is speed into time simply, right? So if we talk about distance in x-axis, distance in x-axis, which is a here in the figure, a, and distance in y-axis is b. So a would be speed into time. A is horizontal distance, so horizontal velocity, which is u cos theta into t, right? Similarly, this was for horizontal. If we take for vertical, then what it would be? Distance for vertical is b, speed u sine theta and t, right? So this is similar. However, it would be having this bit as well. Why, if I ask you why we didn't take anything here? Because the formula is this: s is equals to ut plus half et square. But for horizontal, acceleration due to gravity is 0. Because acceleration is change in velocity, right? And change in velocity and divide by time, rate of change of velocity. Actually, there is no change in velocity, so acceleration would be 0. That's why we only take this value. Okay. Now, if you substitute the value of, you have the value of time from here, right? What's the value of time? A upon u cos theta, right? So a upon u cos theta, and from, if you substitute this value into this equation, okay, so what you will get, b is equals to, see, this is u sine theta t, right? So the value of u, if you take from here, the value of u is a by t cos theta, right? So a by t cos theta, okay. Then here you have substituted value of u. Now sine theta t, right? Then you have minus half gt square. So minus half g, the value of t is this square, right? Here also you can substitute the value of t, but before that let's do this. T is cancelled with t. A sine by cos is tan theta minus half g a square by u square cos square theta, right? So this is one of the value. If you want to simplify it more, then you can take it like half g a square by u square. 1 by cos is sec, so sec square theta. Now you have value of b like this. But if you remember, what's the value of c which we got for horizontal range? This value, right? C is equals to u square by g sine to theta. So from here we can say that the value of anything, like if you want the value of u square, then we can have cg by sine to theta, right? We can substitute this value here. So we have b a tan theta minus half g a square by u square. So substitute that value. This is a tan theta minus half. So g a square sec square theta is okay, but the value of u square is, value of u square, sorry that I have to go up and down all the time, but I'm hoping you are listening. And u square is cg by sine to theta, right? Cg by sine to theta. So u square is cg by sine to theta. So sine to theta will come up, right? Now solve this equation and simplify it. You have g's cancel with g, and then if you know, this is minus half a square by c. Sec is what? 1 by cos square, and sine is what? Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. 1 cos is cancelled with 1, and then sine upon cos is again 10. 2 is cancelled with 10. 2 is cancelled with 2, and sine upon cos is 10. So a tan theta minus a square by c tan theta, right? You can take LCM. C here, AC tan theta minus A square tan theta. You can take tan theta common, and what you have got, so you have got here, this is all with it. So tan theta is common. You can take A as also common, but this is AC tan theta. If you take tan theta common, what you have got, AC minus A square by C, right? So take this here, BC, take this in denominator, tan theta. You can take A also common, C minus A tan theta, and if you take tan there, it will go in inverse form, right? Tan inverse BC by A C minus A. Let's see, is this what we were supposed to prove? So see, tan inverse BC by A C minus A. So remember, you just need to know some trigonometric formulas and what, some motion equations of motion. So second equation we have used ut minus ut plus half at square for distance, and first equation we have used, and the general formula which is distance, speed into time. All these formula you should know about. Sine upon cos is tan, and then inverse of cos is sec, some of the few formulas, and then you have got this. I'm hoping that you've understood it, and if so, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Take care till my next class, and I'm hoping to have so many comments from you all guys, and I know this time is hard, but stay safe and keep yourself calm in these hard times. Prepare yourself for your studies, and let me know how many topics you're finding difficult so that I can help you in that. Thank you. Bye bye.